Day 4 of the tournament. Things are really starting to heat up now. We saw Brazil enter the tournament yesterday and the fans really brought it energy. Good players? Not so much. And talking of energy, Scotland's nickel win. Sujan. And again. And Australia cooked the turkey in the late game. And the New York Knicks got it done last night. First NBA title in 53 years. This city is on fire. If there's one city that knows how to celebrate your sports team, it is New York City. And hold on a minute. Who's ringing around? It's nice to see you again. Concrete jungle where they obey. Get your shirt. Where's your Knicks shirt, man? I'm back. Let's go. One of the most exciting games as Brazil face Morocco. Everybody's getting in the mood, must be. It goes from football, which is serious, to absolute party, dancing, singing. The party's starting to noise, the color, the expression. Nobody quite feel it like this now. Still unsure about this team, and the 1-1 draw maybe with Morocco sort of plays to that point. Vinicius Jr. is the star player and the player that looks like something might happen. Whenever he got the ball in there, the place came alive with screaming and excitement. But if it's to do with fandom, if it's to do with culture, if it's to do with music, Brazil are going to win the World Cup. Wow, that was some fun with the Brazilians. Football wasn't that great though, to be honest. But we've got Carl back, and I know you've been on the West Coast watching the US team play. Coast to coast. And most other things, I imagine, with you. Who did you bump into? What did you get up to? First time in SoFi Stadium. Absolutely. Buzzing. I don't think I've seen an atmosphere for the US like that. And the performance. I mean, I don't think anyone could say they expected us to come out of the gate like that. Well, your reaction says everything. Like how excited you are. Yeah, so obviously I was on the West Coast. I'm still coming down off of that US performance. What was it like here in the city? Well, there's two parts. We went to the Brazil game. We went to a huge kind of event, a watch party. Yeah, how was that? Amazing atmosphere, vibes. I mean, it was a nightclub. It felt like we were in a nightclub. The place is buzzing, we're bouncing with the vibration of the bass. I was watching on the plane and it seemed like the atmosphere at the stadium was frustrating. I think the big thought of the day is Brazil are here. The tournament started. There's something unique about the way that Brazil fans support their team. The music, the color, the noise, the dancing, the food. We were part of that. It's great to be in. Then the game kicked off, Kyle, and it was very different. This doesn't look, and I said early on, I don't think this team go deep. I said early on that this team is a team of good players, not a great team. I mean, midfield look weak. It looked open. Casemiro's 34 struggled to have any impact, so who comes on? 32-year-old Fabinho. Danilo Carl at 34 comes on to play fullback. It's like they are struggling in too many areas. There are some star players which capable of doing great things, but too much of the team is weak. It was funny as well. You know, we noticed in there the camera went on to Neymar and there was very much a mix in that building of a few people cheering and happy and others kind of quiet and murmuring. Why is he there? He's not ready to play. I don't think even Ancelotti wanted him in the squad, actually. But he's in it now and he's got to deal with it. They might need him. So big moments of the day yesterday. Scotland, fair play to Scotland. They got their victory. Huge for them with a real chance of progressing through that group. Couldn't love him enough. Qatar scored a late equalizing goal that nobody saw coming. What other moments were big yesterday? Well, I think it was a basketball game going on. I mean, Rob, the scenes for the Knicks. I've lived in New York for a while. I got a lot of friends that are Knicks fans. That was the biggest sporting moment New York City has seen in decades. New York City, greatest city in the world. 1989, born and raised. Official New Yorker. You see that hat? It don't matter if it matches the, we did it. Let's go. Bring everybody together. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Red. Having met all these celebrity friends out on the West Coast, we got Kmart back and we've got him working. We've sent him out to go and find the best New York baby. Pepsi makes it taste even better. Well, we are in the Lower East Side of New York City. Actually, a really cool part of New York City. Where so was a couple blocks that way. And depending what you want, you go a different direction. What we wanted is a good old-fashioned New York City bagel. In 5 minutes, we're gonna have a delicious New York City bagel if we don't get hit by a car. Lox, chives, cream cheese. Keep it simple. You walk 2 blocks in any direction and it's a different flavor. It's a different feel. Now we're in business. I mean, it's so hard to survive in hospitality in New York City to be around for over 100 years. I had 83. So I just love the idea of you're walking down the street and you see my saints on the wall of 141. That's my church. Don't waste any time. You just got to get right in there. It just tiptoes the line between. Soft, yeah, the right type of chewy with like a little bit of crunch at the beginning. Absolute perfection. Little bit of chives, tomato. I'd say we eat all of it. Pepsi makes it taste even better. No better way to celebrate a New York championship than this. So start of day 4 for big games, Mr. Musto, some big nations involved. Where are you starting off? Where's your interest? Well, I've got to talk about Germany. 4-time world champions entered the tournament today against Curacao, little old Curacao, kind of an interesting story from them. But I'm just interested in Germany because I look at their team, Rob, and I see a little bit of inconsistency in Florian Wirtz, Leroy Sané, maybe Kai Havertz up front. So they're good but not complete. Talking about big nations, Holland are back. Yeah, the Netherlands. The Orange are back. And their fans are insane. A bit like the Brazilians and a bit like the Scots. They will bring a fan base who will bring something unique to the tournament. Now, can Gravenberch, midfield's really good. De Jong, yeah. Can those kind of guys get on the ball and make it happen with the Depays and the Cody Gakpo? I think Somerville's quick. Somerville might be a surprise element. It's real pace in the wide areas. Again, whether it's just me, Robert, I'd like to note that for all the great footballers we've ever had, Holland have never won this tournament. They've been very close. We know they've lost in the final. We'll see. So Ecuador. A little dark horse to go a very long way. Second in qualifying only to Argentina. They're brilliant, world-class defensively. Moses Caicedo protecting to make them even stronger defensively. It could be a tournament for a defensive team that play on the counter. Ecuador will be that team. Let me give you a little dark horse. Ivory Coast could be the African team that comes good this time around. They've got good balance. They're defensively strong. They've got young player Diamond, who everybody in Europe, including PSG and Liverpool, are looking at. Amad Diallo on the other side of the pitch. Unbeaten in qualifying, didn't concede a goal in 10 games. Ivory Coast. So this is it. This is our dark horse versus dark horse. Earl versus Musto. Who's going to go further? Who's going to win the game? We will see. I mean, New York City moment, you've got to be out on the roof when you're going to have a chat. This is New York and welcome to New York. Thank you very much. Daniel, what are you doing here? What are you getting yourself into? Well, I'm here with ITV. They're a UK network. I've heard of ITV. Covering the World Cup, so we're in town for 6 weeks. I'm shooting a show called Extra Time, which is everything off the pitch, the sights, the sounds of New York City. During a World Cup. I mean, it's the center of the universe anyway. Yeah. But during a World Cup, it's that extra level. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready to take it all in, and that's why I'm doing it. Well, of course you're ready. This isn't your first rodeo. No. I mean, this is not your first World Cup. Yeah. I mean, game day gourmet. This is not your first time trying to lose yourself in the culture and the tastes and the sights and the sounds. I sometimes find I'm constantly lost in. This is a good place to be lost. People are trying to find me and I'm like, find me in Chinatown. Lost in the cold. So if we want to find you, where are you going to be? Anywhere and everywhere is the absolute truth. Across the 6 weeks, we're going to be filming 25 episodes. Oh boy. I was at Coney Island earlier. I don't want to say too much, but I'm going to be hitchhiking to another World Cup city. Hitchhiking in New York. Well, I'm attempting it. There might be less than 20 episodes. And maybe I'll also be attempting to get to the final in an unconventional way, shall we say. Oh really? So I'm going to be here, there, and everywhere. Well, if you figure that out, if you need a +1, I'm down. Yeah, because that train is not the option. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, my planes, trains, and automobiles will get you there. And then for Game Day Gourmet, we're just going to be everywhere where the food and the people are. If there's a Brazil game, catch us out in Williamsburg with the people chatting. We're going to be out in Queens with the North African communities, the Ecuadorian communities. And we just want to essentially show people that food and football are barriers. They are not barriers. They are open gates for people to come in, for people to connect, and there's no better place to do it, so I'm so excited. I mean, that's what we're up to as well, in that the tournament is massive, right? And everyone is going to be pointing cameras, pointing eyes at these stadiums, but it's, with Pepsi, their power and our ability to go find the flavor and just be around food and football at the same time. And I feel like, is there a better city in the world where you can walk a block and find a different experience? The long answer is, the short answer is no. And the long answer is absolutely not. Because I'm from London and I love London. I think we've got some of the best food in the world. But New York for me, whether it's Uzbekistani cuisine, whether it's Belgian cuisine, whether it's Ecuadorian cuisine, whatever level you want to find out, whether it's Japanese cuisine, you want to go to a dive bar and eat good Japanese food. You want to go to an omakase underneath a subway station. New York's got everything you need. And what I'm more interested about behind the food is actually the people making the food, because for all of us, that's what it's all about. It's not football isn't amazing because of the game. The game is actually made by the people that play it. Yeah, like Maradona and Pelé and Messi and Ronaldo. And we don't need to talk about what they've done on the pitch, but it's who they are as people that has made them larger than life. Well, and I'll take it a step further, just from a different vantage point, having been a professional player. We have nothing without the fans, right? And if I'm happy about one thing being an old, washed-up former player that's not out there anymore, it's being able to go get lost in the incredible moments before the turnstile. Absolutely. That's something when you're playing. It's airport, hotel, stadium, car, airport. And so you know all this stuff's going on, but you're kind of closed out from it. You're an outsider looking in, right? And now you're part of the party. I can't wait to just feel what it feels like to just know every day will matter to every country, whether their team's in it or not. Absolutely. We're only at the start. Absolutely. And yeah, even with Game Day Gourmet, we started with a Brazil episode. We had to do a Knicks episode as well. We had to pivot. I don't know if you heard of the Knicks. Yeah. They won a championship. I heard about it. I heard about it all the way in Connecticut. I think I heard right with the final whistle where the celebrations go off. So for us, it cost us 6 weeks. It's about reaching out to as many of the World Cup countries, the 48 teams, trying their food, meeting them, making beautiful videos, putting them on Instagram, and hopefully somewhere along the line, people will see themselves in our video. And if you've not heard of a culture, you'll leave it thinking, wow, like I've learned something today. So well, if you make it to the final, I'm your guy. All right. Shows about the two Robbies and friends, and our friends Woody and Claney Brick creators out on the road sent us this. Guys, just want to say big fans. We can't wait to meet you and come on your show. Why don't we get a bus? Yeah. So obviously, Steve sleeps. Look, here's the team. Yeah. A little chilled out area. This is our setup. This is the nightcap area. Maybe you guys could come on for the nightcap with us. That'd be incredible. Little bedtime story, we'll let you guys decide. That's pretty much it, so we'll see you on the show, guys. Cheers, guys. I'll tell you what, how much energy have those two got, by the way? Everybody we talked to has got a mobile van, by the way. We need a 2 Robbies bus. And by the way, a nightcap. I'm a nightcap man. I'm a Wimbledon man. We do nightcaps. They've got a long way to go. They're over in the Grand Canyon right now. Let's hope they bring the same energy when they get to New York City. And all for a really great cause. Prostate Cancer UK. Donate whatever you can as the boys travel across the US to meet us here.